Dan Lawless here for West Ham Fan TV, and I just wanted to do this video off the back of, you know, the Watford game, all the chants that happened. You know, you heard it, sack the board, you destroyed our club, lies, lies. All the chants that you saw on Sunday, and really do this video and look at, are the board to blame? Now, before we get into this, before anyone types their comments, because I get tired of seeing people comment and jump on it before actually watching the video. They look at the title and go, how can you say the board's to blame? What I'm saying is, of course they weren't to blame for the Watford defeat. That was 100% on the players. They were absolutely pathetic on the day. But where we are right now as a club, are the board to blame? And to me, you have to say yes. Looking at it, at the end of the day, as much as they can sit there and say it's the manager, it's the players, it's this, the buck has to stop with them, because they're the people in charge who make these decisions, and it's down to the board of why we are where we are. Now, me, I'm not someone who's this complete anti-board, I hate the board, this sort of thing. I try and look at things on balance. I credit where it's due, and I'll criticise where I feel it's due to be criticised. I haven't got an agenda or anything like that. In fact, I used to be a big fan of the board. I used to defend the board a lot, all the way up until we moved. So throughout the whole time, and we're looking even back to 2012 times, things like that. I used to go over to Upton Park, and people would be, even then, just didn't trust the board, and I'd be going, oh, they're fans, you know, the usual stuff that people say now, even still. And for me, it's just a lot of things of what has happened since we've moved to the new stadium that has made me really sort of reevaluate my opinion of the board. And a lot of it is down to the lies and misinformation that was given during the move, you know, because I got to the point I was buzzing to move to the stadium. You know, at one point I was like, oh yes, you know, I'm gutted obviously to leave the Boleyn, but buzzing that, all right, we're going to really press on, and we're finally maybe going to win some trophies, and, you know, have something to really sing about. So that was sort of exciting. And what we was told, and you think, oh, you know, big stadium, it's going to generate a lot of noise, all the stuff that we was told. And in reality of what we got fell far short of that. And I mean, I've seen a lot of people criticising the fans, media, other West Ham accounts sort of slagging off the fans, how the fans are negative, you know, and creating a negative atmosphere and all of this. But the only people responsible for this negativity are the board. They've bred this negativity. And I said this on my Twitter, you know, when you promise what they've promised, when we've had to give up what we've given up, is it any surprise that the fans are this disgruntled and this upset? And when it comes down to the Watford game, you look at the Watford game, when's the last time you heard the fans singing anti-board songs? Now, you see a lot of anti-board stuff online, in comments. When's the last time you actually heard fans sing like that about the board? Because I can't remember. But that is the product of, you know, we're looking at 2 years now almost, or 18 months of frustration and disappointment with the board. Some people it's longer, and the fans just needed to get it off their chest, you know, once and for all. So you really can't blame the fans. You know, they pay their money, go home and away, some of them, you know, and they've just got to let it all, get the frustrations out. So to slag off the fans for that is it's unbelievable. You know, so rather than looking and blaming the fans for creating the atmosphere and singing these songs and that, look at the board who have, you know, really let the fans down. You know, you have to look at it that way. You know, and I'm not someone who's like, you know, completely I'll give up on people. You know, ultimately they have to keep us up. But for me, what it comes down to, like, do I think that the board sit there in their mansion and, you know, think of ways to, you know, mess with the fans, to ruin the club and things like that? Sometimes it seems like that, but I don't think that's the case. I think a lot of it is down to naivety and incompetence on their part. I mean, our PR, the club's PR, is an absolute disaster. I think we've got the same people who do Donald Trump's PR, honestly. That does the club no favours whatsoever. I mean, and obviously a lot of the things come out, a lot of the arguments come out of they saved us, the board saved us. But that doesn't justify, just because the board, quote unquote, saved us, that doesn't justify for what everything they've done since. You know, if someone saves your life, it doesn't then negate every shitty thing they do to you after. Do you know what I mean? You know, you walk in on the bloke who saved your life, he's you know, having it away with your wife, and someone's going to go, oh, he saved your life. It don't work like that. You can't negate every single thing. And let's look at it this way, right? Did they save West Ham, buy West Ham when we was, you know, on the brink of administration? Did they buy us out of the kindness of their hearts? That's what you have to ask yourself. Was it a complete selfless act that they was just wanted to save West Ham for the club, for the fans? I don't believe so. I mean, you had to look at, they've got a knowledge of West Ham, right? The fan base, you know, the history of the club. Anyone could see that with a bit of money, you could turn this club and turn a profit off of this club. And that's what they've done. You know, it was a mutual benefit, you know, and I'm somewhat grateful for it at the time. It came at the right time. I do believe someone would have bought us. Obviously, you know, Tony Fernandez was one who probably would have bought us, although he's not done so good at QPR. But he has showed ambition, but they just signed the wrong players, and that just shows you, just signing a mishmash of players that don't fit, don't work out. But I do believe him completely that someone would have bought this club. So I don't believe it was completely out of the kindness of their hearts. I truly believe that they were the right owners for a period of time in our history, right? And that is from the moment they took over till our final game at the Bowling. That they were the right owners for that point. I do not believe that they are able to take this club any further at all. I think it's beyond them. And I mean, Luke Morgan put a very interesting thing on Twitter I saw, which I really didn't think about. And it was since their time in football, which is I think it's about 24, 25 years, they've won 0 trophies and had 5 relegations. What does that tell you? You know, and it tells me that they really can't take this club where they say they want to take it. Europe, Champions League, this, that and the other. So, to me, the best thing that they can do is, in January, spend whatever you have to spend, buy whatever players we need to keep us up. Once we're kept up, then start the process of finding a buyer for the club. And I have no doubt that, you know, we'll be able to find a good buyer for the club. There's been interest. And find the right buyer. Don't do a Birmingham City and shift us off to any old person. Find the right buyer. And to me, if they do that and they sell us on to a rich owner who has the right intentions, I'll remember them fondly overall. You can look at them and say, do you know what? They've done right by the club. That's the best thing that they can do. And this is the thing, there's a lot of talk about their fans. Think, everyone watching this, right? If you're a billionaire, you're a fan of West Ham, you own West Ham. Think about how you would run this club and what you would do with this club. You know, and to me, if I'm a fan and I know, do you know what? I've taken this club as much as I can take, as far as I can take it. There's someone out there with more money who can take it further. I'm absolutely going to sell, maybe keep a couple shares, you know, have a look, get a season ticket, whatever, and continue to go and support my club. That's how I would view it. Whatever is best for West Ham, not what's best for Sullivan, not what's best for Gold or Brady, what's best for West Ham. That has to be the absolute priority. So, you know, I mean, there's whether their end game, whether they're waiting to buy this stadium or whatever and then sell up, and they're playing the long game in that respect, and which if we could own this stadium would be great, and it'd obviously help attract a buyer. But the problem is, if we go down before then, it's all for nothing. But ultimately, are they to blame for where we are now? I would say yes, definitely. They pick the managers, they decide when to sack the managers, they have a big hand in transfers, they had a big hand in the stadium move, the shambles that was, which has had an effect. It does have an effect on a negative impact. Like I said, when you promise fans so much and you deliver so short, you know, you have to look at it that way. And that's the thing, there's a lot of talk about, oh, you know, why is everyone so negative? Why is everyone so negative? It's how, what else can you say? You know, you look at Watford, what positives can you draw from that? Oh, we didn't concede 3, we didn't concede 4, you know, it's the mood of the fans is reflected by what's happening at the club, right? And that's the same, like, you know, people will say, oh, someone was saying about how the channel's negative because of the fan cams. That's how the fans feel. You know, we could interview 100 fans, 1,000 fans, and you'd still get majority of fans feeling the same way. And, you know, I don't see myself as a negative person or a positive person. I view things on balance, like I've said before. You know, to me, it's not a case of the glass is half full or the glass is half empty. It's, you promised me a full glass, where's my full glass? Which is what the situation that we're in. So, yeah, I just would like people to stop getting at the fans. You know, let fans express themselves. Just get a bit of that frustration off their chest. And then, yeah, ultimately, yeah, support the team, sing, all of that stuff. But like I said, it comes to a point where Come On You Irons isn't working and the fans decide, you know what, you're giving me nothing back, F you. That's what we're down to. I'm really interested to know what you feel. And this is the thing, people are allowed to have different opinions, it's fine. I welcome debate, I enjoy debate. But it's when people start, you know, getting all aggressive and insultive because you don't agree with someone's opinion. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's pathetic and petty, really. We're all fans of this club. We all have different opinions. Let's share the opinions. You know, I enjoy, like I said, people, you know me, know I enjoy a good argument, but, you know, I never turn nasty with it, really, unless that's what's coming to me. So if you disagree with me, it's fine. Like, let me know and we can have a chat about it. And if you agree with me, then yeah, we can have a chat about that, whatever. But like I said, I could go on and on. This is such a massive subject, but just off the back of what was happening at Watford, I wanted to get that out there. Do you know what I mean? So like I said, we've got Leicester. Let's, from the off, and this is the thing, from the off, let's just sing our hearts out, support the team as hard as, you know, as poor as they've been, and then there could be no excuses. But you can't blame fans if the team turn up and they give you nothing back. Yeah, so like I said, leave your comments below, share it if you like it, subscribe, I don't know. Let's just hope they bloody turn this around and start picking up some points, because we desperately need them. So, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the week for some more videos.